You have to tune in tonight and watch how he does. Rodgers called the opportunity, gentlemen, a dream come true. We know that there's stuff about his career, the future of his career, where he might end up, where he might not. Any chance, Schrags, Rodgers would reach? This is our question to start the show here on April 5th. Is there any chance that he would walk away to host Jeopardy? Kyle Brandt said, yes, I think he would if they gave him the gig permanently.
Yeah, look, last night I went into a bit of a deep dive on Aaron Rodgers and Jeopardy because we're doing this for 2 weeks now. He's going to be the guest host for 2 weeks, and I was like, all right, that's cool. He's a celebrity. He's a football player. That'll be fun. Like, maybe he'll get the job. Maybe he won't. Rodgers is really serious about this and really passionate. He said that as a kid, he would travel out to his grandmother's house and this is what they did, and this is his bond with his grandmother, and it was every week. And he said this is the voice, Alex Trebek, of his childhood, along with Madden and Michaels. And then he made an amazing analogy. He said, I don't want to go onto a tangent here, but I have been into an Alaskan snow dog race before. And I'm like, all right, what? Aaron Rodgers in an Alaskan snow dog race, what do you got? And he's like, what happens is they take out all the dogs and they go out and they're rabid, they run out onto the mountain. But then the lead dog comes out and they just release him and everyone acknowledges, all the other dogs, that that's the lead dog, and they stop and they calm themselves and the lead dog takes the lead. He goes, that was Alex Trebek. He says, and sometimes I feel like that could be me on the football field. The passion and the actual dedication to this 2-week guest hosting stint where he's following up Dr. Oz. It's not like to me, it's not for everyone, but for Aaron Rodgers, it seems very serious. And I would end it by saying this: in a post-pandemic world, who are we to judge anybody else's desires and how they want to reassess their life? He's made $240 million. He's got a Super Bowl. I would be shocked, but it wouldn't be one of those deals where for years after the fact, be like, can you imagine Aaron Rodgers walked away for Jeopardy? I find Andrew Luck walking away at the peak of his career far more startling and far more surprising than if Aaron Rodgers were to walk away and do the Jeopardy gig for the next 20 years.
So look, I agree with you to a degree, Peter. Yes, I don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to walk away and just do Jeopardy full time, at least not yet, right? This is a football show. Am I correct, guys? This is a football show. We know Aaron Rodgers because he throws the football very well, right? He's a quarterback, okay? And honestly, you look at Aaron Rodgers' career, 11-9 in the playoffs. I still think Aaron Rodgers has some work to do. I still think Aaron Rodgers has some proving to do on the football field. He's won 26 games over the last 2 seasons, and he still doesn't have another Super Bowl win. And to me, it'd be a shame if Aaron Rodgers walks away from this game with just 1 Super Bowl win. We always talk about his arm talent. We always talk about how great Aaron Rodgers is and how he can kind of be that lead dog. Well, I want to see Aaron Rodgers be that lead dog to another Super Bowl before he thinks about retiring and going to a game show host. So, I think it's cute. I think the idea is cute. But Aaron Rodgers, you're a football player, big dog, and with one of the top arm talents that this game has ever seen. I got to see more production when you talk about Super Bowl wins from you before you're done in this game.
Yeah, Mike Rob, I think the last thing Aaron Rodgers is worried about is being cute. But listen, Kay, if you're asking, would Aaron Rodgers retire to go host Jeopardy? Yeah, I'll take Stranger Things for 1,000, Kay. I don't see him retiring to do that, but to Peter's point, is absolutely a passion of his. Every night at 6 p.m., he was watching Jeopardy. For 16 years that he's been a Green Bay Packer, that's kind of been his routine. And I think when you look at how well he did as a contestant, Shregs, you probably read about this too. I mean, look, the guy, he won $50,000 for his charity. He did a great job against Kevin O'Leary. He showed that, look, he's a true fan of the show. But he's got a lot of knowledge too. So I think for Aaron Rodgers, it would be great theater to watch him. I can't wait to watch him tonight when he's hosting. But for Aaron, look, he had so much respect for Alex Trebek, and rest his soul. I know for him it's an honor to have even filled in for him, and it's kind of interesting, right? Aaron Rodgers filled in for Brett Favre as a quarterback, and he's done a pretty darn good job. I think Alex Trebek's shoes might be even bigger than Brett Favre's shoes were when he stepped into Appleton, Wisconsin. So no doubt it's got some parallels there. hosting the show is a lot like, Kay, I don't have to tell you this, it's like a lot like being the quarterback, right? You've got to line up the receivers, you've got to keep everybody in line, make sure they're not going on too long like I am right now, and you got to keep everything in order, and also...
You said it, not me.
A little bit of a presence. And Aaron Rodgers has just that, so I would be all for it. I think his first category would be RELAX.
Relax. I love that. I'll say this. You guys know I work for People as well. I had the opportunity to sit down with Katie Couric, virtually, of course, as she was filling in for 2 weeks, about the reverence she had, the intimidation. I mean, Katie Couric's done it all, right? And she said that she prepared relentlessly, like the LSATs, like studied everything because she didn't want to ruin it for everybody else. And there's that balance of that to help the contestants out, but also that everyone that fills in. This isn't just Aaron Rodgers having reverence for Jeopardy. He's an icon. He's an absolute legend. So filling in those shoes for anybody. I'm just saying, Katie Couric, the pronunciations, all of that. She wasn't nervous when I talked to her, but there was definitely so much preparation that went into that. I also want to tell everybody watching right now that we are going to have Aaron Rodgers on this show. I don't know if this is a rumor or not, but I heard it this morning, potentially tomorrow on our program. Yes, so stay tuned for that. And then I'll also say this, Shregs, we're talking about him retiring. I saw him quip about Brett Favre and all that. I got to see how he does. We're putting, I have to see how he does tonight. I'm sure he'll kill it, but we haven't seen anything yet.
Hey, everyone just assumes it's going to be a slam dunk. I don't know. Let's see how he is. Let's see if he's as good as Katie Couric. Let's see if he's as good as Ken Jennings. I would add this to everyone who is looking at this saying Jeopardy. That would be the softest thing ever to walk away from football to do host Jeopardy. I would say this. Jim Brown left the game of football at his absolute peak to go be in Hollywood. Michael Jordan left the NBA to go try baseball. When you're at that level, and Sean and Michael, you guys are at that level. You guys have played professional sports, and you do it for 16 years, and you do something at such... Maybe the thought of a different life or a different career or a different start or a different challenge does become intoxicating. Let's see how these 2 weeks go. He's already filmed them, and let's see what Rodgers thinks after the fact before we just slam the door and say, that's ridiculous. We've seen far more famous players than Aaron Rodgers walk away from the game and try something else, and we have seen other guys do it and also regret the decision in the long run. We'll see. I don't think it's the craziest thing in the world.
Yeah, what if he's like, listen, Jeopardy, people, keep this thing going with guest hosts for 2 weeks, taking a time, and let me go win another Super Bowl, and then it'll be so much easier for me to walk away. Keep this jig up for a while, and I'll come back and take the spot. But you can, of course, catch that, guys, two nights. Aaron Rodgers hosting Jeopardy for 2 weeks.